now today we basically got episode 7 and 8 of Hazbin season 2 is finally come out, the finals, and honestly I thought it was going to be left on a cliffhanger, so I'm happy it's not like left on a huge cliffhanger. It has kind of left on a cliffhanger, but not like a huge amount where I thought they would be headed on a cliffhanger during like a bigger war. Yes. Oh, again, talking about episode 7 though, episode 8, and obviously in the next video. This is honestly great episode. Enjoy it a lot. We get to see Vox capture Lucifer at the start of the episode, so we already know how he captures him. Basically, he has a big X, and Lucifer's walking in there thinking it's Charlie. You could say this feels dumb for Lucifer, but at the same time, Lucifer's not really being any smart, realistically, in a way, right? Even if he is really old, doesn't mean he's necessarily really smart or decent smart. Of course, so he obviously still thinks it's Charlie, steps on the X, gets captured, and then still basically tries and says, oh, you're in hell for a reason, you didn't succeed in life, you were a failure in life, and then you're a failure in hell. You're absolute trash, garbage, talking to all that smack. And from what I can tell, Lucifer can't really be killed. He obviously probably will get really injured when Eve or someone shows up in season 3 or 4. Or maybe even die. But it's like in these two episodes, both of them, he doesn't really seem to be too harmed, just drained. But I'm going to talk about that in episode 8. Basically gets captured, and then Alistar is like, oh yeah, that you. Yeah, there's a whole little thing. He ends up singing a song about, you know, his human life and we brighter. Honestly, I will go over Brighter quickly. Don't really go over too much songs, but this song has a lot of like details or whatever in it. For example, in Brighter, if you guys actually go attention, because the Vox's whole thing is stealing what other people do. He basically stole Lucifer's song meant to intimidate him in episode 6, right? No, episode 5. In episode 5, and then use it to intimidate the Seraphins and, like, you know, intimidate heaven. And basically in this, if you guys look at his screen flashback, he'll kill like a producer or like a news reporter, right? And then takes their place when there's that same clothes and kind of have the same like personality, I guess, right? I don't remember exactly the personality, but at least the same clothes. Majority of the time, he would end up having them. I thought it was a nice little detail. The way the cult comes in is like, I think they've worshipped him as like getting rid of like fake news or like the other running like media or voicing people's concerns in the air. And also he had that trust us in, like, you know, the whole human life too. I guess that's why he uses it in the afterlife. So Vox can never like get anything on his own. He basically had to kill them, take other people's like success away from them, and basically, yeah, he kept doing this consistently, and then until he ended up building a cult around himself. And the way he gets his TV head is kind of funny. Some people hate it, some people like it. I personally don't mind it. The TV head drops on him, and that's how he gets his like thingy TV head. But I honestly don't mind it. Also, it's best to question if this happens like probably a couple years, or maybe like a couple years, I would assume, before Vox and Alice's like little flashback meeting, because he was relatively new. We don't know how new, and he still had the old like TV head, so he didn't really upgrade it. I'm pretty sure it was the same kind of square TV head. So this could be around the same time that like Alistar and Vox started to know each other, and yeah. And Vox probably felt like better to know that there's more people like him, and even in Hell was trying to do the same thing they did in a thing, use other people for his own success, which is great. In another song, we also see a bit more concerns about that V's are falling apart, and V's kind of hating the fact that Vox is doing this. I don't mind a little thing. It was just a little bit of the song, and basically schooling, basically just getting annoyed with Vox and had enough of it, and Vox doesn't really seem to know exactly how this would lead to his downfall or whatnot. It doesn't lead to his entire downfall, but it leads to the majority of it, or at least like not, at least to a bit of it. And then we also know that Baxter's the one who created security. Honestly, Baxter creating security, I actually didn't think of it. I feel like it makes sense considering his flashback. He kind of works with Vox, and Vox was also thingy. So Baxter might have also built his like new TV head or whatever. Baxter knows the security. So my plan is to basically use security to broadcast. It's like broadcast like all to heaven that Vox can't mess with. And honestly, and then we also get Serpentius and Baxter little thing. So their plan is to basically have Serpentius get a frequency in heaven to broadcast to hell, and then have Baxter get back into the Vox security, so he can use that thing to broadcast all of it to all of hell. That's the whole plan, and that's basically where the episode ends. Honestly, really good. Vox's ego is definitely gonna be his downfall. I already know how he lost. I'll probably rewatch the episode just to do a review. But all in all, I really enjoyed this episode. Episode 7 of Mass Destruction. I thought I would definitely be left thingy in this. Also, I forgot to say that in this episode we do learn that Vox's plan with Angel was to just get him on the thing to completely diss the hotel, completely disrespect the hotel, and just say redemption is a hoax. That's why their plan is to broadcast the pensions, his redemption throughout all of hell, to people realize Vox is a liar, Vox is a schemer, Vox isn't on your side. That's the whole plan. And honestly, it is a good plan, to be honest. And the whole Angel thing, I feel like Vox, yeah, they do come to the conclusion that Angel is hypnotized and stuff. I don't know if it was this episode or the next episode, but they do come to that conclusion regardless. And honestly, I just really like this episode. There's a lot of thing. We also get to hear Baxter sing, because he didn't really sing in the thing. He was just talking in the first song, Guarantee. So we do hear him sing a bit, only for a bit. Honestly, I actually really want to see more Baxter in season 3, because I personally feel like that would be really sick if we get more Baxter in season 3. That's just my thought on the whole subject though, because more Baxter would be sick. Like I said, I really do love Vox's backstory. When I looked on thingy, some people said they like his whole thing, they hate the fact that the reason he was basically has the TV head is because of that. It is probably because of that, but he also goes into his real life, the fact that he's obviously, a TV reporter and stuff like that. And people were very weird why does he have a TV head if he's the leader of a cult? The leader of a cult was trying to do with TV and stuff like that, and broadcast through the thing. I feel like majority of people thought Vox used to broadcast stuff, and that was also when he felt more like a god and all that. And honestly, I just can't. I have the picture of him dying of the electrocution in my head. And overall, even in his human life, he was using people's success for his own success, which makes the thing that Alice is literally right. Basically, he consistently uses other people for himself, and all his success and effort isn't really him, and that ties into episode 8 also, which episode 8 is a banger episode also. I guess I'll talk about that in the next video. But all in all, I am enjoying these reviews. I don't know how much I will be doing Hazbin after these reviews. I'll probably do a couple videos here and there, but Hazbin kind of probably slowly died down because I've been doing them consistently. I've done 100 videos, shorts and long form videos throughout this whole Hazbin month, and I'm enjoying it. Also, Manual Sagas is then episode in probably a week or two, so I'll be also doing Manual Saga soon eventually. Again, all in all, I enjoyed this quite a bit. Lucifer getting captured is but at the same time it's made of a giant steel which Lucifer cannot break. I'm assuming he was bent on he couldn't break it, or he couldn't get free from it, because Lucifer is a powerful angel and more powerful than Adam, so I wouldn't have been surprised if somehow he managed to break it or at least crack it in some way. But yeah, all in all, Vox is way too cocky, knowing that Lucifer can't harm him. But the fact is, does he? I don't know if it's never crossed his mind, but the fact that there can be more powerful, or as powerful sinners, as powerful angels as there are Lucifer, right? Lucifer's a powerful angel, but the elders and stuff like that are probably equal to his power if they were able to banish him down to hell. Or either that, or Lucifer just accepted that because they don't want to fight or cause a war. All in all, also it's been it's been 3 hours since the last talking clip. All in all, I love the Vox and Astar little conversations. Throughout episode 6 and 5, and now obviously this episode, it's just really great. You can tell obviously Alistair, he even says he's just too easy. He's easy to read for Alistair because Alistair's just consistently, picking at it and all that. It's literally not really a challenge for Alistair. All Alistair's facing is a bit of humiliation. You'll find out in episode 8 why he's doing this, although most people already knew. People had complained about how Alistair got captured by Vox. It was obviously part of his plan, but you'll see how it comes to unfold in episode 8 with the deal with Alistair and Vox's deal. So I cannot wait for that. Well, I've already seen it. I can't wait to talk about that. All in all, episode great. I'll give this episode a 10 out of 10. There's not really I can rate improve. I love the fact that Baxter is now officially part of the crew. We didn't really see much this season. I'm hoping we see more in episode 6, season 3. Because in season 3, I would hope to see more Baxter. Maybe we get Baxter and Pendleton for like a flashback. I would love that. I actually love that little flashback thing. And the fact we get another inventor, scientist, whatever, is really great. I don't know who will be next to be redeemed. It could be Angel, Baxter, or Cherry, in my opinion. Those three are like the closest. We are getting a lot of Hoss scenes, so maybe Hoss will be redeemed. Like Alistair seems like it's gonna be the main villain of season, next season. Or Valentino is gonna be a side villain for Angel, of course. I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that Angel's dad will appear in season 3. I don't know if that's true or not. I think it has. I've heard it rumored about it. So if that is the case, we will probably see Angel getting redeemed or Angel becoming unredeemable or something. Because I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if they end up pulling that. I do want to know the reason Angel ended up killing his dad. That would be really great to know. All in all, I enjoyed this episode quite a bit. There's not really I can say that I would improve on personally. There might be something like that. I'll probably do a video on how my thoughts on Charlie season 2. Of course, it's like the character development for it, but it's still really annoying to like watch, regardless of its character development. I love the fact that Baxter is allowed fish to part of his crew, like I said. I love the fact that the reason he thought they were friends, because Vaggy's been taking care of the hotel, so he rotated his little pedo like 45 degrees or something like that. But that's just how he liked it, so he thought they were already friends because of that. And I actually kind of like that. Like I said, I actually don't mind Max as a character. I just wish we got more of him. I wish we get more of him in season 3. Him and Serpent just in season 3. Hopefully we get a song, maybe a flashback song, or a song just how like great of an inventor they both are, or something like that, or their past friendship, or something like that. Because I feel like there's more to the story than led to than that little flashback. Hopefully, I do enjoy the fact we're getting more flashbacks. I hope in season 3 we also get more flashbacks of people's human forms. For example, season 3 I wouldn't be surprised if we get Angel Dust and Husk's human forms, or how Alice and Husk officially made a deal, and how Alice cheated Husk out of his stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if we get those flashbacks. Hopefully we do. Okay, without further ado, to get that subscribe to good stuff. Like I said, a 10 out of 10 episode. Really enjoyed it. It was really great. All in all, I do like the V's. I like Valentino the least of the V's. I'll probably do a video like ranking the V's worst from best or something, just to bypass the time on Hazbin content. Like I said, after I get a bunch of videos out after this, like edits wise and streaming wise, I'll probably get a Hazbin like dry out thing, and you probably won't see a lot of Hazbin content moving forward for a while, or at least slowly, unless I've seen the announcements and stuff, or I get a little theory in my head or something like that. You probably won't see Hazbin content a lot. I did take like a 6 months break before I started doing Hazbin content again, then obviously another break. So yeah, I'll probably die down eventually. Also, the main Sagas is going to be picking up again, because the episode comes out in like 3 weeks, I think, give or take. 3 or 4 weeks until the episode comes out. I think it's 3 weeks until the main Sagas episode 5 comes out. Episode 7 comes out. Then we got 2 more episodes of that. Also, yeah, I literally uploaded like 20 videos last week, and I've done 100 since the Hazbin month came out, and all this started doing it. Okay, I am waffling now. Like I said, 10 out of 10 episode, nothing I can think of to improve on it. I do love the whole, I forgot to include this actually. I love, at the start of the episode, basically at the straight start, Fox gives Heaven like a predicament of like a timer, 24 hours to surrender, because there's more of sinners than there are of winners, and basically invades their thing. Also, we learn in this episode that he's had access to like Heaven's like broadcast waves for a long time, so he could have done this anytime, but I guess like he wouldn't really want Heaven to know this, so he breaks it down, breaks the gate off, and then yeah, basically he's probably the first series to actually do this, I would assume, try this. So even regardless, Vox is probably gonna be decently recognizable, just because he's probably the only sinner, only also has ever managed to like penetrate Heaven like that. Then again, he did use Lucifer as a weapon, so yeah. But I do love him giving that, you have 24 hours to surrender Heaven to me. He also, a lot of the time when he said that, he says me. He didn't say us, he said me, which indicates obviously he's thinking only for himself a lot because he wants to prove himself. I'm pretty sure he said me and not us, but yeah, he said that in the Guarantee song also. He's only out for himself and like obviously using others. Yeah, and then only way it's in his favor, of course. Okay, without further ado, see you guys next time. Subscribe, do all great stuff. I enjoyed this episode quite a bit. I'll do another review when I can of the other episodes. I should hopefully get that both out today, or at least one out today and one out tomorrow morning. We will see. Without further ado, hope you enjoy, subscribe, do all great stuff, and bye guys.